fellow collectors, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at the second Winter Movie Ride Chemy trading card pack from Kamen Rider Gotchard. So this was also given out when you bought tickets or attended. I'm really not 100% sure on the specifics, but the Winter Movie for the crossover of Geats and Gotchard. So there was the pack we took a look at yesterday, there was this pack, and then there was also like a single Geats card where it's the fox kind of facing forward, very similar to how Hopper 1 is facing forward on this card, and then I think Hopper 1 is on top of the fox's head. So I don't know why there were so many giveaways for this movie. Again, I guess they wanted you to see it more than once, but whereas the pack we took a look at yesterday had 3 cards, this one actually has 5, so we will go ahead and open this up. And just real quick, taking a look at the front of the packaging here, of course you have Geats, you have Gotchard. Some of the cards are floating around. Not really anything going on here on the back. But if we go ahead and open this up, again, it has the little divot here. But I'm sure I'll still have trouble opening it because I always do. That's literally what happens every time I try to open one of these packs. It goes down about halfway and then just gives up on me. So let's go ahead and move this off to the side here. So we have a Kamen Rider Gotchard. I think that's what that says. Yeah, Kamen Rider Gotchard. But it's got Gotchard and Geats, and then it's got the Fox, and it's got Hopper 1 here. So really cool looking card. I'm going to get rid of this one real quick. This is just another one of those little inserts that they do. But again, really nice chrome, you know, all the foil, really nice EX card here. Now this should match with the Geats card. I would imagine I'll just end up using the one I used in the video yesterday. I'm assuming this just gets read as Kamen Rider Gotchard. But I think they want you to use that Fox one that I talked about that I don't have yet. So there's that first card. Then we have a new Hopper 1. You can see he's still sitting on the head of the Fox. So this is almost just like a zoomed in version of the card I've been talking about because you can see the top of the Fox head here. But that is Hopper 1. Really fun looking card. I don't know why that card's just not in this pack. I don't know why they decided to do it as a separate giveaway, but one day I'll track that one down. Here is a Kamen Rider Geats card, but not the one that I've been talking about. So maybe we'll try this one with the Gotchard card and see if this works. It looks like... No, I think if I'm zooming in here... Yeah, I think that's still meant to work with... Is it Zine or Zane? No, what is that guy's name? His sponsor from the show. So this one should not work with the Gotchard card, but we'll figure it out. And then we have another X card here. This is X Wizard. So you can see X Wizard here in the front, but then we have the little chemies for Tycoon, Nago, and Buffa. So that's really cool. I think this is another special card. So I'm not sure what this will work with. Maybe X Assemble. I'm not really sure. We'll try a couple different things. And then just the most random... We have an Utsubochama. Am I saying that correctly or reading that correctly? Just, you know, a plant-based card. I don't know why this guy, maybe he has some kind of significance in the movie. I haven't seen it yet. But here he is. And he matches with a ancient type. You get the little T-Rex head in there. I think that's called ancient. But yeah, so this guy... You know, he's eating something that looks like, this guy looks kind of like a little meatball or a, I don't know what that is supposed to be on there, but he's got a fancy little bow tie. But yeah, so I don't know why, and let's see, it's Utsubo, I think those are C's, but maybe they're E's or G's. I think they're C's. Bochama, I don't know. Feel free to tell me how it's pronounced in the comments, and I will thank you. But in any case, yeah, so those are our 5 cards. Kind of random, but you get some EX cards. I mean, they all look great. I really like the look of this one, even though it probably won't give us new sounds. I don't know if this will get read as X Wizard or if this will just get read as Special. We'll have to check it out. So, really neat cards. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Gotchard driver, and we'll check some of the sounds out. Alright, so I got the Gotchard driver here. We'll go ahead and start with our new Hopper 1, since it's very obvious what this gets paired with. So nothing new there. We've heard that one a million times. So nothing really new functionality-wise, just a really cool design. I really like this card. I think aesthetically it's fantastic, but functionality-wise, nothing really new there. So next up we have the X-Wizard card. Now, it does say X-Wizard, but it's kind of labeled as one of the extra cards. So I tried a couple of different things. First, I tried it with a blank, just because, you know, X-Wizard as an X card would have gone with a blank. This didn't really do anything fun. I tried it with another extra card in Geats Killer, and that didn't really do anything either. But if we try it with the X-Assemble Special, it'll basically give us the same sounds we heard yesterday when we used Geats Killer and this X-Assemble. So we'll go ahead and check it out. So, same sounds we heard yesterday. Nothing terribly exciting there sound-wise, but it is a very cool-looking card, so I do like that a bit. Now, over here, we have the new Kamen Rider Gotchard, and assuming this just gets read as Gotchard, it would work with this Geats card that we got back with the promotional buckle. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. So again, functionality-wise, not really anything new there. We've been able to get those sounds out of the driver since the show started. So again, aesthetically, very, very cool. Functionality-wise, nothing really new there. Next up, we have the Geats card, which is really just a fancy version of one that we got back with the EX set. I think this was in Phase EX. So this would match with Kamen Rider Gene, which was his sponsor on the show, and this is back from Phase 0. So we'll go ahead and pop these in. So again, nothing really new here functionality-wise. We've been able to do this since Phase 0, which I think technically came out before the driver, so nothing really new there. But again, it's a nice looking card, although you might have something that already looks very similar to this back from Phase EX when they did all the standalone chemies for all of the Geats riders. And then the last card is this one, which we already had. I think this came out in Phase 2, I think. We do not have the match for this guy yet, because we really don't have too many ancient cards. But we'll go ahead and pop him in just for fun. Yep. So again, we don't have the other half. It's not going to do anything, but just so you can hear the name. Although I do kind of like this half of the helmet here. It looks like the head might be a tree stump, and then you have like a leaf here. I think that's a really cool design. I'm interested to see what the rest of that helmet's going to look like. I mean, assuming it's going to be a mirror image of this, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. I like the start of that. Alright, so we'll go ahead and try these out in the Chemy Riser. Hopper 1 shouldn't really... I mean, honestly, none of these should really be anything new, but... There you go. So that would be the same sounds as Geats Killer that we heard yesterday. Then we have yet another Gotchard card here. And then Geats. And then this guy. I was going to start going through all the rest of the roleplay items, and I just kind of thought to myself, we've heard all of this before. Unfortunately, there's nothing new functionality-wise in this pack. Hopper 1, we've heard 100 times before. Gotchard, you know, we've had a couple Gotchard cards. There was one in the pack yesterday that read as Gotchard. X-Wizard reads here as extra, and we had a card with Geats Killer yesterday that also read as extra. The Geats card we've heard before in Phase EX, and then this guy over here on the end is just a random Chemy. I don't know why he's here. Maybe he plays a significant role in the movie. Again, I haven't seen it. Otherwise, I have no idea why that was included here. So, they're cool looking cards. They really look good. The first three, I think in particular, look fantastic. These two you already have some version of, more than likely, if you've been collecting the cards up until this point. So, I mean, Geats is in the movie, so obviously I understand why that's here, but I believe we've had that exact same card in Phase EX. I know we had this card, I think, in Phase 2, so I don't feel like these needed to be included here. I would have much rather got some other exciting new exclusive card. But I think these three are really cool, and although we have had Hopper 1 100 times, that's really great artwork, and I like that a lot. I really like the picture they drew for that poster where it's just Hopper 1 sitting on the fox's head. I would have much rather had that card of the fox, like the zoomed out version of this card in this pack, as opposed to, like, why didn't that take this spot? I don't know why this is here. They had to make it a separate giveaway so that there were 3, like, card-related giveaways for this movie, and I don't really understand that. They could have easily taken this, really taken all 3 and edited it down and given us a really nice 5-pack of cards, or a 6-pack, or however they wanted to work it out. But it easily could have been one promotional pack of cards. These two I don't think need to be here. This could have easily been replaced with that Geats, when I'm talking about the fox with Hopper 1 on his head. That could have taken this spot, and maybe throw Geats Killer here as the 5th. Unicon in the other set is nice, but we'll probably get that somewhere else. And so if they wanted to leave that one out and then, you know, make this either Geats Killer, or maybe then throw in Star Gotchard to make it a pack of 6. I don't know. In any case, this pack itself is kind of redundant. Do you need it? Probably not. If you've been collecting the cards up until this point, I would say you could probably skip this. But I also don't think it's that expensive. I mean, from what I understand, the friend who got this for me, it was $10 or less. So, I mean, that's not outrageously priced. So I feel like if you're just trying to collect all the cards, go for it. There's some nice art here. Like, I really like these first 3 cards. I think they look fantastic. But if you're looking for some new functionality or something exciting, then I would skip this pack. I mean, if you're collecting it, it's purely for the artwork. It's the only reason to pick this up, because functionality-wise, you have something that does all of this already. So, it's a little bit underwhelming, but again, they look fantastic, so the artwork is awesome. I love it for that. And again, not too expensive. So if you do want to just try to collect all the cards, I don't think you're going to break the bank picking this pack up, but if you're on some kind of budget, or you don't care about collecting all the cards and you just kind of want one version of everything, then I think you could probably skip this one pretty easily. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you looking for this one? Are you picking it up? Are you skipping it? What's your favorite card out of the pack? Let me know in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.